time. We're here at the... Well, you can tell me what this event is.
Okay, so this is World Mental Health Day. So it's international, it's a big world focus on mental health and well-being. In Haringey, we're using today to also focus on mental health and well-being to launch the Director of Public Health annual report, to sign the Time to Change pledge, which is an anti-stigma, anti-discrimination for people with mental health problems pledge that the Council is going to sign, and generally have a focus on what mental health and well-being means to people and means in the borough.
Okay, and your name is Janelle DeGruchy, right?
I'm Janelle DeGruchy, I'm Director of Public Health for Haringey.
Okay, so what is your role in being in public health?
So, that's a really good question. So, my role, I as Director of Public Health for the borough, have oversight of what the health needs are in the borough, and where what we can do to tackle any issues where there's a problem, and try and bring people together to tackle issues. Now, one of the big issues in the borough is mental health. We've got a high level of mental health problems and issues that affect people's sense of well-being, their happiness, and how they're feeling. And that's why I, in particular, wanted to focus this year on improving mental health and well-being in the borough.
Okay. And how significant is this event today?
I think it's really significant. I tell you, one of the big reasons why I think it's so significant is that it's being led by people who've used services around mental health, who've worked in partnership with other services in the voluntary sector, and as well working with the council and other statutory partners. I think it's fantastic. You can hear the buzz, you can hear how people are coming out and wanting to talk about mental health and try and really tackle that horrible stigma that stops people talking to people about mental health.
Okay. And is this only for people in Haringey?
Well, I think we need to, focus ourselves in Haringey, of course, and as I said, we've got a particular issue with poor mental health and well-being in the borough. But obviously it's not exclusive, and we'd welcome others to come to the borough and to participate and join us in this important mission to end stigma against people with mental health problems, or to end the stigma of talking to others about how you're feeling.
Okay, that's nice. And how is Haringey support with people with mental health issues?
How is it supporting them?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay, so I think in a whole range of ways. Of course, when you talk about mental health, we all have mental health, or we all can experience mental illness.
Exactly.
So I think that's an important concept. So we start young. I mean, one of the main ways we can improve mental health is with babies. And it's those early years, when a child is born and their relationship to their mom or dad or their carer, it's so important, in those first early years, how that baby relates to their mom and dad. And we really need to focus on those very early years to prevent people having problems later, or also to enable children to grow up strongly, with strong resilience, to be able to manage the challenges that life throws at you. So in public health, we really want to focus on prevention to start with. Then we want to look, if things are going a bit wrong, how do we get in early, support people? It might be the family, it might be the community, and it might be services. Let's get in and early support people.
Oh yeah, I understand.
And then if something happens and people really need more services and support, then of course we've got services, we've got the NHS, we've got council services, and we've got voluntary sector organisations to support people. We can always do it better, we're striving to do it better, I think we must do it better, but that's really the way we approach things, preventing problems, starting, helping early, and making sure we've got the services if people need them.
That's nice. And finally, what plans and services will be developed moving forward?
What kinds of services?
Like what plans do you have?
Well, I think today you can see we've got a number of services that we've already commissioned and put in place to support people. We've got, for instance, Healthy Schools initiative, again going to that prevention and helping young people. So in the schools we've got Young Minds, an organisation that goes in and enables young children to talk about their feelings, to express themselves, to learn how to talk about I'm feeling good, I'm not feeling good, I need help, let's talk. So that's one of the ways we can look at prevention. We're working with Tottenham Foundation, and that's young people who are already getting some services for mental health problems, and that's them using football to kind of get out, participate in kind of an events, and be able to talk, improve, learn more, to interact with others and strengthen the way they approach their mental health.
Okay, that's nice. And finally, actually, alright, today's the event. After today's event, what information can you give people to find out more?
Right, great. I'm glad you asked that. So, on the website, the Haringey website, if they go into, can I give the web address? haringey.gov.uk/mental wellbeing. There's a whole raft of things there. It's a public health report. There's a wellbeing checker, so you can go on, click on, and answer some questions. How are you feeling today? And then there are also some other ways that you can support yourself, but also perhaps if you need some services, there's information there.
Okay, thank you. That's nice, and we'll be sure to have a nice event today.
Thank you.
All right. Uni Radio Online, it's your boy Saviour. Take care.
Radio Online, and we're here with...
Hi, I'm Councillor Peter Morton. I'm a Labour councillor here in Tottenham for World Mental Health Day.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
It's great to be here. Really exciting to see so many different parts of the community here, charities, Health Watch, Mind. So really cool to be here, but some important issues to discuss as well. It's thought that about 1 in 4 people at some point in their lives will have trouble with their mental health. Whether it's just they feel a bit anxious or they've got more serious problems that they need help with. So it's really great to be here to talk about what we're going to be doing as a borough, talk about what everybody else is doing, and also today we're launching the Time to Change pledge, which is going to be signing up to a commitment to support Haringey Council staff with their health and their well-being. So yeah, grand.
That's good, that's cool. What events... Okay, for this event, how significant do you think it is? Do you believe that it is?
I think this is a really important event, and it's really important that we're here today in Tottenham, in Haringey, across London, but also across the whole world, because this isn't just Tottenham Mental Health Day or Haringey Mental Health Day, this is World Mental Health Day, and it's important, particularly if you have issues with your health. You might feel that you're a little bit alone, you're a bit isolated, but really this is about showing that everybody is here together. It's a really broad thing, and we're here to support each other.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that's a good way forward. I believe that's definitely a good way forward. What do you believe today will achieve?
I think there's 2 things. The first is making more people aware that people have trouble with their mental health, but also making it more obvious to people who might want to get some help that we're here, that the community's here, that they're not on their own, and really also showing just how much the community appreciates the hard work of all the members of staff, all the volunteers, all the people like you who are spending your own time to come out, do a bit for their community, and that it really makes a difference.
Okay, so how do you believe Haringey helps support people with mental health, people that have this issue? How do you believe that they have supported them so far?
Well, there's some obvious things that you can see as you walk down the street. St Anne's Hospital in my local ward does an awful lot as part of the NHS, but if you go to some of the council facilities, you see amazing staff doing really hard work to help people, but also just as individual groups, as communities. I was at one this morning called the Rockstone Foundation that helps kids fix bikes, lead a better life in a moment away from the things that might be the pressures for them. And all the little things like that, they make a huge difference when you add them up together. And showing that is really what today's all about for me.
Okay, so moving forward, what do you believe that the services has to offer for the nearby future?
I think there's a lot of changes that the government's been suggesting in health generally, the way that people get their doctors' support and support from their councils. There's a big thing about trying to make things more about what people need personally. It's called personalisation of care. It's about how you can help people as individuals instead of just seeing them as one statistic in a big number. And we're going to be working over the next few months and years with the council to try and make sure that we're supporting people in a way that fits with their lives and what works for them.
Thank you. This is Unity Radio, and I'm O'Brien, and this is World Mental Health Day. Thank you very much. I'm signing out.